Ashton Kutcher?
Yes.
Really?
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, rude, little boy.
Dear Ashton, know your secrets your role model keeps for you, ones that would end you. Did you forget I was there? You were on speakerphone the night you called Danny on February 21st, 2001.
Okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, I can't tell that one either. I'm Raj. I'm a Bollywood producer. I had a really good, 5 years where I was pretty sure that I was awesome.
He's made some pretty tone-deaf remarks about women in the workplace. He was asked a bunch of different questions, and people weren't really fans of his answer.
Ashton Kutcher's journey from a Hollywood heartthrob to a powerful industry figure is far from ordinary. Behind his charming persona and thriving career lies a series of controversies that could redefine his public image. From allegations linking him to Hollywood scandals and the mysterious deaths of Brittany Murphy and Simon Monjack to his controversial defense of convicted offender Danny Masterson and ties to figures like Diddy, troubling questions have emerged. The chilling details surrounding the murder of his former girlfriend, Ashley Ellerin, add another layer of intrigue. As new revelations unfold, suspicions about Kutcher's true role in these events grow stronger. Could the truth about him be far more disturbing than anyone ever imagined?
I've been racking my brain trying to figure out why this guy didn't hire me.
Michael, I am so tired of hearing that. You still have me.
You know what I think it is?
What?
I'm great looking and he's jealous. I'm telling you, Jackie, this body is a curse!
Or besides, if you worked here, you couldn't see me whenever I wanted you to. Lover.
Once a beloved Hollywood icon, Ashton Kutcher built his career through charm, talent, and smart business ventures. From his breakout role in that 70s show to his success in tech investments and philanthropy, he crafted an impeccable public persona. However, recent discoveries have cast a dark shadow over his rise to fame. As scrutiny intensifies on his Hollywood connections, shocking details about his personal and professional life continue to surface, raising serious questions about the real story behind his success.
Think you know Ashton Kutcher? Think again. Prepare for a shocking revelation. Ashton Kutcher. Loved by millions, but behind the charm lies a web of controversy. First, his support for Joe Paterno during the Penn State abuse scandal. Ashton tweeted in disgust when Paterno was fired, seemingly overlooking the gravity of the abuse. He quickly deleted the tweet, but the damage was done. Then, there's his connection to Danny Masterson. They starred together in that 70s show, but Masterson was later convicted of. Ashton's silence during the scandal raised eyebrows, leaving many questioning his loyalty to victims. These aren't just minor slip-ups. They're moments that make us rethink the man behind the Hollywood smile.
One of the most unsettling aspects of Kutcher's past is his connection to the brutal 2001 murder of his girlfriend, Ashley Ellerin. Stabbed 47 times by serial killer Michael Gargiulo, Ellerin's tragic death remains a haunting case. Kutcher, who was supposed to meet her that night, reportedly waited outside instead of calling for help, an action that has fueled speculation for years. Some believe he intentionally distanced himself from the crime scene to avoid potential implications, a theory that still lingers today.
Bixler, who dated Danny back in the day, but who has since come forward as one of several women to claim he SA'd her, took to IG this weekend to call out Ashton. In response to the letters, Chrissy posted on Instagram, "Dear Ashton, I know the secrets your role model keeps for you, ones that would end you. Did you forget I was there? You were on speakerphone that night you called Danny on February 21st, 2001. Apparently, fans have received word that Ashton isn't exactly as innocent as he would like us to believe. I hear everything. I heard the plan. In my opinion, you're just as sick as your mentor," she said. The date Chrissy is referencing is the night Ashton's then-girlfriend, Ashley Ellerin, was unalived in her Hollywood Hills apartment. Ashton had called her several times that night and ended up visiting her at her home. He later testified that he spotted liquid on the ground through the window, which he thought was red wine, but it turned out to be blood. After assuming she wasn't home, Kutcher left Ashley's apartment.
Another dark cloud over Kutcher's career is the sudden and suspicious death of actress Brittany Murphy. Just 5 months later, her husband, Simon Monjack, died under eerily similar circumstances, leading to widespread speculation. Though Kutcher and Murphy had a brief relationship, his name continues to surface in discussions surrounding her tragic demise, leaving many to wonder what he might have known about the events leading to her death.
I was around Ashton Kutcher and Diddy before, and they were speaking about Brittany Murphy. And I don't think I ever told this story, and I'm about to tell this story here. While he was married to Demi Moore. He was still sneaking around seeing Brittany Murphy. You understand? We were going to Nets game, so we picked him up, and he was explaining to Diddy that every time he goes to Brittany's house, paparazzi always catches him or almost catch him coming out her apartment or coming out the building. Diddy was telling him that's either the doorman or your security, you know what I'm saying? And he was still married to Demi Moore at the time. So you could have something, you could be right. Cause it's crazy how they said her and Kim and some other individual with them or around them all died of pneumonia and they were in perfect health.
It just gave me the shivers, that, because how can these two people be around the same people but die of the same death? Is it a case of the stories that they're going to explain?
Kutcher's name has also appeared in discussions about child exploitation in Hollywood. In 2003, a resurfaced video showed him and Diddy interacting with 12-year-old actress Dave Chase at a Hollywood party. The unsettling nature of the footage has raised alarms about the entertainment industry's environment and its potential role in enabling exploitation.
Nonetheless, this man is capable of some really nasty things to young people. So, if Davey did go to that party that night, what the hell could have happened?
Hey, oh my gosh, this still rocks!
I mean, the fact that he has to give her a little boost to get up to reach the mic says it all for me.
Doing so good.
I just want to say,
Wait, I wonder if that was planned for them to come in and coddle her. You're doing so good. I mean, she's an actress. She knows what she's doing.
everyone will suffer. Do you remember where it is?
Oh, this is when he asks her, after party. And actually, you know what's even weirder? I want to back this up a little bit. The way that he approaches her. Look at him. Oh my gosh, look at it in reverse. Ew, I hate reverse things. Everyone in reverse looks like a reptile. Okay, we see her. Why is she looking up at Ashton? Are they talking? I'm not me over here analyzing every single move. But look at him walking up to her like she's a model. Now, as Diddy is facing multiple lawsuits, the resurfaced video has drawn sharp public concern. Social media users have expressed discomfort, labeling the interaction sick and gross.
People think the video is very weird that a grown adult is asking a child about an after party and then getting excited after she nods yeah. She was such an amazing actress that picked up some really good movies, so I just hope she's okay now. With all the new Diddy stuff coming out now, I just hope this girl was protected.
The resurfacing of this footage comes as Diddy faces mounting allegations of trafficking and abuse. Given Kutcher's association with Diddy and their shared social circles, an important question arises: how much did he know? And was he involved in these dark dealings?
Diddy and Ashton Kutcher, did you know that they're really good friends? And now Ashton is expecting a subpoena connected to the raid at Diddy's house? Unbelievable. We also have some Instagram video to show you from Misa Hilton, who is former girlfriend of Diddy's, mother of Justin Dior, one of his sons. She described what happened as she posted this as being overzealous, militarized search that took place here. It's a very graphic video of what really happened. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail is reporting that Ashton Kutcher is expecting a subpoena over his good friend Sean Diddy Combs as part of the hip-hop mogul's trafficking investigation, just months after he and his wife, Mila Kunis, were shunned for supporting convicted rapist Danny Masterson. Remember that? So I think they're going to shy away from this one. They've been friends for decades.
Despite these allegations, both Kutcher and Diddy have remained influential figures in Hollywood, prompting concerns about how the entertainment industry continues to protect individuals linked to serious accusations.
He assumed she was upset and departed without him because he was late. Ellerin's roommate found her the next morning, brutally stabbed to death. Prosecutors describe Gargiulo as a methodical and systematic killer. He's accused of attacking at least 4 women, 3 in California and 1 in Illinois. 2 of his California victims, including Ellerin, died.
Now, it's important for you to know that no one's accusing Ashton Kutcher of murdering anybody. Let's make sure we're very clear on that. There's some spin out there, people trying to imply that. No, what people are trying to imply is that because Ashton Kutcher wasn't honest during this period, we're going to explain what the accusations against him are. This guy, Michael, the serial killer, was able to go do it again because the cops weren't able to actually process the case because they knew Ashton Kutcher was indeed lying. So what was he lying about? Well, here's Chrissy Bixler, who's coming in, who was dating Danny Masters at the time. Your Ashton, know your secrets. Your role model keeps for you ones that would end you. Did you forget I was there? You were on speakerphone the night you called Danny on February 21st, 2001. I heard everything. I heard the plan. In my opinion, you're just as sick as your man.
In recent years, Ashton Kutcher and his wife, Mila Kunis, found themselves embroiled in public outrage over their support for their former That 70s show co-star Danny Masterson. Masterson was convicted in 2023 of serious crimes, and when it was revealed that Kutcher and Kunis had written character letters in his defense, backlash ensued.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
We support victims. We have done this historically through our work and will continue to do so in the future.
A couple months ago, Danny's family reached out to us and they asked us to write character letters to represent the person that we knew for 25 years so that the judge could take that into full consideration relative to the sentencing.
The letters were not written to question the legitimacy of the judicial system or the validity of the jury's ruling.
They were intended for the judge to read and not to undermine the testimony of the victims or re-traumatize them in any way. We would never want to do that. And we're sorry if that has taken place.
Our heart goes out to every single person who's ever been a victim of sexual assault, sexual abuse.
Many saw their actions as hypocritical, given that Kutcher co-founded Thorn, an organization dedicated to combating child exploitation. This contradiction has led to disturbing questions about his true motives. Was his advocacy genuine, or was it merely a tool to maintain a positive public image?
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are being cancelled right now. This stems from the revelation of a letter they wrote in support of their friend and fellow actor Danny Masterson, who has been convicted of rape. Masterson had shared the screen with a married couple in the TV series That 70s Show. Recently, letters written on behalf of Masterson were made public, wherein Kutcher and Kunis had appealed to the judge for leniency in his sentencing. Following the public exposure of their letter, Kutcher and Kunis promptly issued an apology through their official Instagram account. The response on social media was swift and harsh. Many individuals criticized the couple, prompting them to disable the comments on their posts due to concerns about the overwhelming negative feedback. Some accused them of hypocritically claiming support for victims of assault while backing their friend Masterson.
Kutcher's journey to fame was anything but conventional. Beginning as a model, he quickly transitioned into sitcom stardom through That 70s Show. However, his ambitions extended beyond acting, and he soon made a name for himself in the tech industry. While his business acumen earned him respect, his personal life has attracted just as much scrutiny as his professional endeavors.
Stop thinking of Ashton Kutcher as just an actor. Let's talk about his tech empire. Yeah, you heard that right. Ashton Kutcher, the guy from That 70s Show, is now a big deal in Silicon Valley. So, how did he do it? In 2010, Ashton co-founded A-Grade Investments. He invested early in companies like Uber, Airbnb, and Spotify. His secret? Spotting potential and taking risks. But wait, there's more. Ashton didn't just throw money around. He studied the tech world, learning from the best. He even became a product engineer at Lenovo. Talk about commitment. Today, Ashton Kutcher's tech investments are worth millions. He's proof that with curiosity, guts, and a bit of Hollywood charm, you can conquer any industry. So next time you think of Ashton Kutcher, remember, he's not just a pretty face on the screen. He's a tech mogul making waves in Silicon.
Kutcher's Hollywood rise wasn't without its darker sides. The industry thrives on secrecy and power dynamics, and his association with figures like Diddy has only fueled speculation. Hollywood's elite often operate behind closed doors, leaving many to question whether Kutcher's success came at a hidden cost. What compromises did he make to reach the top?
Reconfirmation of the use of Pentagon budget.
Hollywood was created by the CIA. The Pentagon has a budget for film. There's an entire department in the Pentagon. They get involved with films, and they get involved with films for the purpose of... They always have.
Hollywood is not really there to entertain you. It is something that is important to all civilizations.
Pentagon Department for Hollywood, even Transformers, because they're concerned about certain narratives, world film. How are we telling the story about history? It's because we're lying about what we did or trying not to make Americans aware of the against humanity that we commit overseas.
Black Hawk Down, Red Dawn, GoldenEye.
The more you know. Now you understand your experience in theaters is what your government wants you to think. They want you to think that this is how things happen, and it's usually not at all how things have actually happened.
Our films are being used to prepare the populace for technology, agendas, children's films pushing their ideology.
Kutcher's philanthropic efforts through the Thorn Foundation initially painted him as a leading advocate against human trafficking. However, his vocal support for Masterson has cast doubt on his sincerity. Can someone who fights against exploitation truly stand by an accused predator?
Pledged that I was going to start fighting human trafficking.
Yeah.
And I started a foundation called Thorn with my ex-wife, and we're building digital tools to fight human trafficking. So basically, like the purchase and the commerce for human trafficking is happening online, just like everything else now. And so we're building digital tools to fight back against it. And we built a tool to help law enforcement prioritize their caseload and recover victims and find traffickers. And we've found and we've identified and recovered over 6,000 trafficking victims this year. And
Your goal was 5 and you got 6, right? That's fantastic.
We identified and recovered 2,000 traffickers. And our next battle, I'm going to make a pledge that I'm going to eliminate child pornography from the internet.
Wow.
And so you can help me get...
Intro 13. Is Ashton Kutcher truly committed to his cause, or is his advocacy a calculated move to maintain his image? The stark contrast between his public persona as a child trafficking advocate and his controversial decisions has forced many to reevaluate his character.
Down as the chairman of Thorn, the anti-sex abuse organization he founded in 2009 alongside his then-wife, Demi Moore. The move comes after the actor and his wife, Mila Kunis, received backlash for their letters of support for Danny Masterson, who was convicted of raping 2 women. On Friday, the organization announced the change in their leadership in a statement released to Access Hollywood. Thorn also shared the letter Ashton sent to the board on Thursday, which reads, quote, "After my wife and I spent several days of listening, personal reflection, learning, and conversations with survivors and the employees and leadership at Thorn, I have determined the responsible thing for me to do is resign as chairman of the board effective immediately. I cannot allow my error in judgment to distract from our efforts and the children we..."
Kutcher and Kunis' relationship has also been subject to speculation. The couple has marketed themselves as Hollywood's perfect pair, but their support for Masterson and their connections to questionable figures have led some to wonder how much of their marriage is genuine and how much is just part of a carefully crafted PR strategy.
When did it dawn on you that it was okay to be married? Because you had said, I'm probably never going to be married. Is Ashton that? Well, first of all, he's very hot, right?
He's very attractive.
Right. And so why not lock in and marry him? I mean, who's better than him, right?
You know, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, I think it took my parents by surprise. I think it took everybody by surprise when I was like, yeah, I want to do this. I think it took him and I both by surprise. We started dating with the idea we both were never going to get married.
Especially he just got out of his marriage.
Exactly. So we just got out of a marriage. I got out of a long relationship. I was single and having the best time ever. And I was
dating.
Like, totally dating, having a great time. And I was like, I'm never getting married. He's like, great, neither am I. And we're like shaking hands on it. We're like, life is great.
Yeah.
A year later, we're like, well, tomorrow, let's give it, like, it just...
Ashton Kutcher's fall from grace highlights the hidden darkness within Hollywood. While the entertainment industry is often associated with glamour, behind the scenes, it's riddled with controversy. Kutcher's name has become entangled in multiple scandals, raising serious concerns about the price of fame. His once pristine reputation now faces irreversible damage, and as more secrets emerge, his past continues to haunt him.
Now, rumor has it, Ashton's past remarks might have landed him in some seriously hot water. We're talking federal investigators with a keen interest in what exactly went down at those infamous Diddy parties Ashton hinted at but never fully spilled the tea on. So, yeah, Ashton's finding himself in some sticky situations lately. From dodging spicy questions to dealing with fallout from past support, it's a wild ride for him. But hey, if he was able to close an eye for his friend Danny, why wouldn't he do the same for Diddy? This is what makes the whole situation even shadier. But one thing is for sure, after all the backlash they faced with Danny, they're going to stay quiet.
Despite growing evidence linking Kutcher to various controversies, many questions remain unanswered. Was he merely a bystander, or did he play a larger role in Hollywood's murky underbelly? How much did he know about the crimes surrounding him, and did he actively work to cover them up? As long as Kutcher remains in the spotlight, curiosity about these mysteries will persist.
Personally,
I have my own theories, but I'm not gonna go claiming them on the internet without any clear evidence. The only claim that I'm gonna make is that Megan Fox deleted all of her Instagram posts. Usher tried to delete all of his Twitter posts, but he kind of failed at it. And all you other Hollywood criminals and psychos, you can try, but it's too late. It's all coming down around you. 2024 is the year that all lies will be exposed.
Is in Lizzie McGuire. She also has an album out. She's going to be in a movie called Cheaper by the Dozen. And she's one of the girls that we're all
was that show Punk?
forward to turn 18. Along with the Olsen twins. Any 15-year-old.
Yo.
Along with the Olsen twins.
Bro.
Any 15.
What do you do if you see a dead body in a house? Call 911 immediately. Not run and call.
What lies ahead for Ashton Kutcher? Despite the scandals, he has managed to reinvent himself time and time again. But with his past facing increased scrutiny, can he escape the shadows that now follow him? Rebuilding his image may be his greatest challenge yet, if it's even possible.
While Hollywood's golden couple faces a storm they may not survive, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis have long been adored for their charm, relatability, and philanthropy. But recent events have turned public sentiment against them, leaving us questioning the authenticity of their image. Social media exploded with hashtags calling for accountability, and their public apologies did little to quell the outrage. Instead, the apologies only fueled the anger. This could very well lead to a reopening of the investigation, especially as more pieces of the puzzle fall into place. But we want to hear from you. What do you guys think about all of this? Do you believe Mila's revelations will lead to justice for
Ashton Kutcher's Hollywood journey serves as a cautionary tale about fame, fortune, and the compromises tied to success. His rise to stardom, marred by questionable actions and associations, sheds light on the entertainment industry's darker realities. As new revelations continue to surface, the public's perception of Kutcher evolves, ensuring his story remains a topic of intrigue.
This headline reads, Ashton Kutcher and his wife Mila Kunis have been froze out of Hollywood. Honestly, about time. They say that Los Angeles is the city of dreams, but in Ashton and Mila's case, it's becoming the city of nightmares. Now we're told the couple are seriously considering a fresh break in hopes that they can finally put an end to the backlash that's been railed against them. Right now, Ashton and Mila are kind of giving me like Jennifer Lopez vibes, maybe like Blake Lively energy. Essentially, they've dug their own grave, they've created their own problems, and now they're like, oh, pity me, nobody likes me anymore. This source claims the couple are feeling exacerbated. Poor Ashton and Mila.
What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more updates, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload.